Here we go. Well, Happy New Year to everybody. Frank presents the Play Calls back, the first episode of the new year. And we right? Well, I'll go around the room. June, how you feeling on the first day of 2024?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Aside the fact that we had to clean up after, that's the bad thing when you host a get together. You're stuck cleaning, and that's why I didn't want to host it. I didn't even say, yeah, let's do it. It was kind of like, oh, these people are coming over. But yeah, man. But it was good. I'm blessed. I'm happy. The first day of the year. So remember, you have 365 chances to do something new. So no excuses.
Very true. I'm gonna go down to Nikki next. Nikki, how are you?
Hello, y'all. In America. Bro, I had a terrible headache. Leaving 2020. I woke up with a migraine in 2024, but you know, we're here for so much better.
Well, I'm glad you on. I'm glad you on. I got to see you smiling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Your sound was a little muffled, Nikki.
Yeah, that's
we
it.
could hear you, but it was just very muffled.
But we picked up what you was putting down. Bree, what's going on?
Happy New Year. I'm doing okay. Was sleeping when the ball dropped over here, or when the New Year started, when the clock struck midnight. So the fireworks woke me and Toby up like bad. Let me take these lashes off because they're coming off. I slept with these lashes on last night.
Yeah, there was fireworks and gunshots over here. I don't know which one was worse.
It was fireworks over here, and but me and Toby were already in a deep sleep because I was asleep by like 10:30. So I woke up not knowing what happened. Forgot it was New Year's. I woke up like we under attack. Like I thought it was a bombing.
Are we under?
She's under attack.
Yeah. Like something's happening.
I woke up like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, oh shoot, it's midnight. It's over here.
She was about to go to general quarters in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Boarding up everything. All right, you guys ready for the scores from week 17?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, week 17 on Thursday, December 28th, the Browns defeated the Jets 37-20. On Saturday, December 30th, the Cowboys defeated the Lions 2019. On Sunday, December 31st, the Ravens defeated the Dolphins 56-19. The Bills defeated the Patriots 27-21. The Bears defeated the Falcons 37-17. The Colts defeated the Raiders 23-20. The Jags defeated the Panthers 26-0. The Texans defeated the Titans 26-3. The Rams defeated the Giants 26-25. The Cardinals defeated the Eagles 35-31. The Saints defeated the Bucks 23-13. The Steelers defeated the Seahawks 30-23. The 49ers defeated the Commanders 27-10. Chiefs defeated the Bengals 25-17. The Broncos defeated the Chargers 16-9. And the Packers defeated the Lions 33-10. Now for predictions, Bree and Nikki both tied with 10 correct predictions. Frank and June tied with 9 correct predictions. So the final tally for week 17.
I gotta be tied with Frank.
June, 161 correct predictions. Bree, 160. Frank, 158. And Nikki, 155.
Well, I gotta be tied with Frank.
They both had 9 correct predictions. That's it.
I probably had one more. Than Frank. And somehow we tied.
Oh my God.
Frank, I didn't send my Thursday. You didn't send Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I would have picked the Browns. So I mean, that would have put me at 10.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly how am I tied with Frank when they didn't even pick?
I tell you what, we both
okay.
picked Eagles, and that was a bad start.
All right, so because June is very, very concerned. Okay, Frank didn't pick anybody. June picked the Browns for Thursday. Sunday, you picked the Cowboys. Frank picked the Lions.
You ain't got
right?
I believe
Yeah,
you,
both
Frank.
picked Seattle. You picked the Dolphins. Frank picked the Ravens. Y'all both picked the Bills. Y'all both picked the Bears. Y'all both picked the Raiders. They lost. You picked the Jags. He picked the Panthers. Y'all both picked the Texans. Y'all both picked the Rams. Y'all both picked the Eagles. Y'all both picked the Bucks. Y'all both picked the 49ers. Y'all both picked KC. He picked Broncos and Packers. You picked Chargers and Vikings. That's how y'all tied.
No, at least one of those you picked right. At least one.
You talking about the Jags?
What's she saying?
She's talking about the Jags.
Oh,
So I'll go
I
first.
picked because of Doug Peterson.
I'll
Just want to get that
I'll go
right.
first. I watched football the entire day yesterday. So I'll go first and recap the games that I did watch. I can start with Thursday. You know, we watched Thursday night's game. The Browns are really, really, really good. Joe Flacco came out there and did his thing.
Can we call him the blue hen, like monster?
But when
or
I did that
something?
last time, it was disrespectful. Remember?
No, it was not.
Frank, remember when I called him the Blue Pen alumni, and he got
Oh, because
offended.
I thought you were trying to play him.
No,
Yeah.
So I had to come with my flock of hens
No.
to try to come at you. But you explained it. So yeah, can you just call him blue hen monster?
I thought with the defense that the Jets do have, even though that they've struggled all season offensively, it would have been a bit more of a defensive battle with that game. I think with the Jets being eliminated, they really didn't play their hardest or go all out, in my opinion. So big shout out to him. I'm gonna save the Cowboys and Lions game for last because
Oh my God!
word on the
I'm sorry about
street
that.
is that referee is suspended and will not be refereeing a playoff game. Or from week 18 into the Super Bowl, so he's done refereeing for the rest of the season. That's
Hey,
what word on the street is.
you
But
fucking
I'm gonna
trash.
save that game for somebody else to commentate. Steelers. Again, Mason Rudolph did it again. Our defense looked phenomenal. Real fast, Mason Rudolph. And over the last two games, right? He's 2-0, 540 passing yards, 0 interceptions, 4 passing touchdowns, 117.1 passing rating, and a 10.8 yards per attempt. So he should have started those 2 weeks that Mitch Trubisky did start, in my opinion. But overall, the Steelers look really good. When the offense is doing good, that hypes the defense up to be more dominant. Big shout out to TJ Watt, 2 sacks, so he's at 18 sacks now. This season, highest number of sacks in the season. So we're gonna hope he gets about 4 and break his record from 2 years ago on Saturday when we play the Ravens. But overall, the Steelers look really, really good. The offense was clicking really, really well. Najee Harris had an amazing, incredible game. He had 2 touchdowns. Jalen Warren also had a touchdown. Very, very, very proud of my team. Next game I do want to cover is the Rams and Giants game. Both defensively, that was a great battle. Giants picked off Matthew Stafford, I want to say 3 times that game. Aaron Donald sacked Tyrod Taylor, I want to say 3 times that game as well. Offensively, both teams look very subpar. It was a close game, neck and neck. The Giants could have won if their kicker didn't miss the field goal in the last second of the game. But Jones like, yes. But with the Rams winning and the Seahawks losing, the Rams did clinch the playoff spot. So big shout out to the Rams for clinching a playoff spot. What other games did I watch? No, I mean, that's pretty much all the other games. The Packers and Vikings game was a blowout from the first quarter. So I was watching Big Brother and then went back into the fourth quarter to finish the rest of the game, and it was still a blowout. But big shout out to Jordan Love. He's doing phenomenal. What happened, Frank?
I've got to check my FanDuel. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He's doing so good. Jordan Love is doing so amazing. Very, very proud of him. Everything that he's accomplished in this season is great. And a lot of people didn't really, how can I put this? A lot of people didn't think that he would be where they're at right now once Aaron Rodgers did leave. I'm so proud of him. He's proved a lot of people wrong. And I just hope that they do make it into the playoffs. I think that would be such a good accomplishment for him, being that this was his first time starting as the starting quarterback for a whole season. And he's just doing so amazing with that team. Jordan Love in his first season as a starter, he's at 3,843 passing yards, 30 passing touchdowns. And the Bears franchise single season records is 3,838 passing yards and 29 passing touchdowns. So alone, he is doing more than the Bears franchise single season record. So very, very, very proud of Jordan Love, Bakersfield native. I just want nothing but success for that young man.
For me, I watched some games. I was kind of disappointed in my team, man, because the turnovers hurt us. I think that if we didn't have those turnovers, we probably could have pulled out a win that day. Because Josh Allen didn't play great. He had 169 yards, interception, and 2 rushing touchdowns. So if you take those out,
Rudolph did better than him.
yeah, if you take those out, we could have a chance. But then again, you beat yourself, and when you go up against good teams, you can't afford to give up the turnovers. But we put up 21 points, and that's better than what we was doing 5 weeks ago, only putting up like 3 points. So I guess improvement's improvement. Glad the Jags won. I didn't pick them, but they went up against the Panthers, and I thought Bryce Young was going to play a lot better based off the previous week's game, but he actually scored some touchdowns and was doing great. But this time, they look horrible. They look inconsistent, and the Jags did what they were supposed to, beat up an inferior team. So happy to see that. Because we was talking about pretenders or contenders, so at least they beat up the team they were supposed to beat. I guess the topic for the Lions and the Cowboys is its own segment.
I mean, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, unless you want to cover it because
no, because I want to give everybody a chance to talk, and I don't want to go too long-winded on that one there. Disappointed on the Chiefs with the Bengals. Piss poor. In my opinion, calling on the coach, going for it instead of taking 3, it would have been 20-25, and you didn't do anything, and you allowed the Chiefs to look like they supposed to be there when I feel like they shouldn't be there. The Ravens, I mean, we'll talk about that too. That's another separate topic, but yeah, man, turnovers, and not good coaching is going to cost you a game anytime you have those combinations. So, yeah, June.
Just call me disappointment from here on out. I might change my damn screen name. I got my notes here on my phone. That's why I got it up. But like I told you, the last 2 to 3 weeks, I am not angry. I am not concerned. I am just plain old disappointed. You look at the I'm just gonna go straight to the Eagles really quick because that's one of the games that got me down yesterday. I mean, 'cause they scored 31 points. They scored 31 points, and if your offense, if your team, because I'm not gonna say your offense, if your team is scoring 31 points, because one came from a pick six, 99 yards, tied franchise longest, by the way. So if you're if Bree, we get it. So if your team has 31 points on the board, it's not a team thing. It's not a points thing, because 31 points is more than enough to win the game. It's more of a defensive issue. So when you have a defensive issue that's been going on all year, even before during the off season, it just brings an alarming concern, because though you sign Slay, you sign Bradbury. To me, Slay is a lot better than Bradbury. You let go of CJ Johnson, I get it. He wanted too much money or whatever. For what he was playing. Then he gets hurt in Detroit. You bring Byard in to try to solve the issue, and obviously that's just not doing enough. I mean, they're doing things, but it just seems like the DC just isn't doing enough or they just need a whole new DC that's called Better Plays. Um, I don't know. It's very concerning. Like I don't think it's disappointing. It's disappointing because they have the cast. They just disappoint me week to week. The last couple weeks, the last I'll say in the beginning of the season, mid season, I was more concerned. But now at the end of the season, I'm not even angry anymore. We lost yesterday. I wasn't angry, man. I was disappointed. Um, so I mean, we lose next week. I'm not angry. I could care less. We're in the playoffs. There are other teams still trying to get there. So when other teams get there, and we'll talk about that. I'm not mad. Um, it's just then you have moving on to another team. Then you have games like the Cowboys games that we're gonna talk about later on, and that's an interesting game for a specific reason that I give my input when we talk about it. Right? We got stuff like that. I still personally think that the 49ers are the team to beat, regardless if the Ravens went over there and did their thing. I don't think that Lamar. I don't think. I think that once the pressure gets put on Lamar, like the Jaguars did, I still believe in that Lamar will still be held to making inconsistent decisions. The Jags put that out there. I mean, it's clear as day. When you apply that pressure by your defensive line, Lamar can only do so many things. The Jaguars did it. I don't know why it's so hard for a team that's so successful with the line that the 49ers have to be successful doing it. Man, I was really surprised at the Patriots game. I thought that the Patriots were going to pull through. And then man, big shout out to my folks, man. Hey, and the Steelers. Jesus. Hey, the Steelers, man. Let me tell you something about the Steelers. Well, I thought this was gonna be the year that streak ends. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. I thought it was. But it's not because I don't think that you guys could do it.
Mike
I just
Tom
thought that
is
you guys
our quarterback debacle.
well, no, it was the inconsistency that you guys had throughout the season. So you guys were so inconsistent that I really thought that that streak was going to end because of it. It wasn't because I don't think you guys could do it. I just thought that you were so inconsistent that I thought it was going to be a big challenge. And then last but not least, good Lord, man, my main man, 400 grand, the Blue Hen Nation himself, the Blue Hen monster, the monster of the freaking farm. Joe freaking Flacco, man. Another 300-yard game. And you know what's pretty interesting that I wanted to touch on with Joe Flacco and the Cleveland Browns is by Cleveland clinching, if everything falls the way that it falls, he may have to play his old team, which is the Ravens, right? And I think that would probably be one of the biggest games to watch moving forward. But like, have you guys heard of any of the incentives that he got by coming back?
No, I didn't see his contract. I didn't see what they were offering him.
So for every game that Flacco wins, he makes $75,000, right? For every game.
Okay.
So he makes what we make. So for every game that he wins, he makes the salary of one sailor that they go out there and bust their ass the entire year. I'm just gonna put that out there, right?
Yeah.
Which is pretty interesting if you want to think about it that way. However, if the Browns win a wild card game, he makes $250,000, right? If they win a wild card game. If he plays, let me see it. He would add another 500,000 for playing in the divisional round, and if he wins, so if they win a divisional game, he wins another 500 grand. If he wins the AFC title game, he makes another $1 million. And if the Brown wins the Super Bowl, then he'll make an additional $2 million for that game. That's just for that. That's not the incentives that the team will make if they make all that extra money. I just think it's a crazy incentives. This guy was just sitting in his couch and now he's making $75,000 per game. and he, even though he controls it, he's doing it at very poised and very calm, and it looks like the experience is showing out. And really, that's what I wanted to talk about. The experience that he has as a veteran quarterback, as a successful veteran quarterback, is really pointing out the lack of inexperience with the junior quarterbacks in the NFL, if you get what I'm pointing out, right? And there's no shade against Zach Wilson, and no shade against the mistakes that Purdy or Stroud does. But you can see the experience from this veteran quarterback that's poised, and he makes mistakes too. But he comes in there and it's like kind of like he understands what's going on, and he executes. So it goes back of what we were saying. If you took a back seat for a year and you learn behind a veteran quarterback, you have a little bit more success rather than putting them out there, and let's just hope for the best. But anyway, that was my take, and that was the game that I really wanted to talk about.
Also, real fast, I just want to say, no, this is no shade at all to you, at all, Drew. No shade whatsoever. Everyone just knows, like, I just love this player, and I'm just such a big fan. Big shout out to James Conner because he had a hell of a game yesterday as well. I mean, you could say it. You're a fan of football. I know it was against your team, but you can at least say that he had a good game.
Like an old man.
Hey, he had a good game. I wish he had a good season.
Because you had him in fantasy.
I dropped his ass the first week. He was just sitting there. How come you ain't pick him up?
Yeah, no, it was so.
That's your guy. Why didn't you pick him up?
Because I didn't want him in fantasy.
Did he get injured?
Yeah, he got injured too. Yeah. But it was so funny because Najee Harris had his best game of the season. Frank was.
No, I don't even want to talk about that.
Najee got Frank 24 points in his bowl game. Never did that for him in the regular season.
Hey, that was like some crazy bowl game. Like, call it like the CS bowl game.
I told them, I said, June, I need you to drop CeeDee Lamb. And you know what June told me? I need him for my bowl game. I need to prepare for my bowl game.
Listen, anyways, Nikki, do you want to comment at least on your team winning? I know you didn't watch much football. You've been kind of busy, so no comment? No.
I am going to say something. Not what June said, which kind of excites me about the veteran quarterback, because you can see that the talent or the way they were greeted, even after sitting on the stage. Like, this discussion is still it's still there. It makes me wonder, what are we really teaching new quarterbacks? Because they're not having the success of someone that, just sat on the couch. You know what I mean? Like, where are we missing the mark? I don't know. I think based on what you said, that's probably the question that came in my mind. Like, yeah, all of those veteran quarterbacks have so much success when you're not seeing that for them with the new folks coming in. That's it.
They so Brady had that. He said that in a podcast, Stephen A. Smith podcast. We talked about this a few episodes ago, where he criticized the college programs, the NFL, and everything in the development of the players.
And that's why I don't watch college, because it's so different, and we glorify not we, but just how they play in college, and then a lot of times when it comes to the NFL, the success rate isn't the way they were playing in college. And I'm not saying 100% it's not, but the numbers aren't the same. You know what I mean?
You brought up Flacco, you brought up Zach. Flacco, they kind of brushed him away in Baltimore when he started struggling, and he went to the Jets and he didn't
struggle,
and they struggled. But it's the Jets. Look, Aaron Rodgers got hurt within 10 seconds. It's just they just cursed. But
Mhm.
he comes out and I've always said this, right? Matchups, coaching, the programs, the systems matter. And Flacco, that system that they have in Cleveland really supports his style of play. And the defense is making it great. So when he won that Super Bowl with the Ravens, Ravens had a great defense. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't have to always win the game on his own. He had support. And that's what he's having now with the Browns. And the Browns are very scary going into the postseason because they can match up well. But yeah, like you said, I think the development and I think kind of comparable to like boxing, when you have a lot of amateur fights, you start seeing different things that you don't see when you do a few amateur fights and you go straight into the pros. So, and I think when these guys go to college, they get one good year, right? Or they just play 1 year, and depending on what conference they're in, they might be the best FBS quarterback, right? Oh, he's had the most passing yards for the FBS conference, right? And that's probably only 5,000 yards because nobody else threw for five, where in the NFL, that's one season. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's not even an indent. So is a guy coming out in the draft, Bree, who's the guy that's been like at college for like 10 years? He's a quarterback. Is it
Oh, you're talking about Bo Nix.
Bo
They're
Nix?
winning their bowl game right now in Oregon.
Yeah, so they're saying that he's the type of quarterback to come in the league from college because he has so much year experience that he can play and adjust better. But look at Bryce Young struggling,
Mhm.
you look
But
at
I
all
think
these guys.
also it depends on what veteran quarterbacks you have on that team already and what QB coach you have on that team already to transition them into NFL style of football versus college style of football. Because you got to remember, the balls are bigger in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
The
Whoa.
Pause.
pause.
Hey, yo. You know what I'm saying?
That escalated quickly.
Just the style of play, the rules and stuff, right? So all of that determines on what they do, how they're training for the draft, right? How they're training for pro days, how they're training for the drafts, how they're training in mini camp, how they're training during the off season prior to taking their debut starts in a preseason, So I think a lot goes into once these players come straight into from college, right? It just depends on the system that you're with as well. So
Go ahead, Nick.
go ahead, Nikki.
And the last thing I'm going to say is a few months ago, no shots fired. A few months ago, somebody said, oh, the Niners, the Niners, the Niners, that. And now, today, oh, the Niners, they could beat you. Because remember, clearly, because I was walking in Walmart and the Niners was about to play another team. I ain't listening to the team. And I was like, oh, I think the Niners can beat this team. And it was like, I can't say this year.
I want to laugh so bad right now.
But now they're the Ravens. I'm not even complaining that is the comment. It's just that just a couple of months ago, the Niners weren't shit. They, whatever. It's the same Niners then that it is now. Now, I'll say this. I'm happy for the Ravens because the only problem is this about the Ravens. Their success during the season shouldn't be something like, oh, surprising, because they do well during the season. Even when they don't have big games, they typically can make it to the playoffs. It's just they can't make it past the first game in the play. You get what I'm saying? So their success right now isn't a surprising thing. So to try to knock them down now, saying that, and not even saying that, not talking about what the Jags did, but okay. But not to even talk about what they did or what they're not doing. The season isn't the Ravens' issue. So they're doing just fine. They're actually doing better than they typically do.
and they do well during the season. So I don't know. Don't shoot them down now, because the Niners did what the Niners had to do to be where the Niners are. Niners ain't a punk team. They never was. They were there last year. So, but I just thought it was funny that talk so highly about the
No,
Niners now, and a couple of weeks ago they weren't.
so and remember
June,
what
I
I
never said
always
your
said
name.
is
I never said your
no,
name,
no,
June.
no, no. I know. Golly, nigga. Let me tell you something, and I said this before. I think you always got to be proven to, for me personally, you always got to be proven and you always got to climb a mountain for me to say, hey, you made it. So when the Niners lost the 3 games or whatever, to me, they weren't at the top, and ESPN and a lot of different analysts still had the Niners as the team to beat. So to me, they still had to climb that mountain to get to be named like one of the top. And what I was saying is the Niners did that to me. They climbed that mountain and they look and they have that star cast and that dominance in the defense to hold Lamar back and make him make those decisions that he was making while he played the Jaguars. Me watching the Jaguars apply that pressure to Lamar in person, and you were there. What's his name? God, what's his name? What's your D lineman's name? Um
Allen.
Allen, Josh
But
Allen.
it wasn't Allen that sacked him. It was Walker. Remember? Because I can't stand Walker.
But
But yeah, Josh.
but but the pressure that they were putting on Lamar in the Jags game was causing Lamar to causing the drawbacks, the 3 and outs and all that for 3 quarters straight. And that was just one man. And what I was saying is that the talent that the 49ers and with Bosa and old buddy that they picked up from Washington, plus Warner and the rest of the damn defensive team, they should have done way better. And I think if the time came around that the pressure that they will apply on Lamar will result in the Jacksonville Jaguars type of defensive game. And that's what I meant by that. So that's why I still think that the 49ers are a team to beat, as long as their offense doesn't crash and burn like they did 2 weeks ago.
So I got a question because I don't remember, and it's not being shady. Is who won the game ultimately?
For which one?
Jags and Ravens,
Oh, the Ravens.
right? So it don't matter what you apply. And that's the problem that teams are having with the Ravens and how they're stroking right now, right?
No. I don't agree.
No.
Hold on,
They
Because
they
listen, hear
they
me out.
they, they
Hear me
were
out.
losing for 3 quarters.
Hold up.
so
I
the
let
point
you
Jags.
isn't
speak.
that. But okay,
Wait a
all
minute.
right,
Hold up.
Francisco. All
Hold
right,
up. I let
Francisco.
y'all
Talk.
speak, right? I was
Talk,
quiet.
Francisco.
I was quiet, but you keep going back to a game that a team still lost. And I keep saying this, and I send y'all the link. I sent y'all the link. If y'all don't watch it, that's bad on y'all. But Bree watched it, and Bree gave me her opinion. Even Rob Gronkowski said this, right? He don't think that game really was the thing for the 49ers and the Ravens. And I always said that when we recorded. I went 49ers, didn't expect to happen, and I even said afterwards. The reason I'm going hard on this is because I think Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens are playing good football, great football, okay? Now, you said it best. For 3 quarters, the Jacksonville Jaguars shut them down. Guess what they didn't do for 60 minutes? Shut them down. Guess what happened in 60 minutes? Lamar Jackson, that defense, them players found a way to pull it out at the last minute. That's not a knock on the Jags. Jags been consistent throughout the season, right? They've been having ups and downs. But going back to it, the 49ers are still a team to beat. But a lot of people are not ready for Lamar Jackson. They're not. I think Jags had good success. Hold on, Nick. I'm about to pass it to you. I think they had good success because they're an AFC team. His record against NFC teams, it's like what, Bree, 27-2 or something like that. They don't know how to handle them. They're an AFC team. I think they did good, but they still lost. So to me, Ravens are they there. But I think the Browns could beat them. But go ahead, Nick.
So I don't disagree with you, and I don't disagree with June, right? So I think the point that June is trying to bring up is that Yes, the Ravens won. I was there. John and I was there live, right? And y'all know, just like America know, and I can finally say I am a Lamar fan. I am pro-black on quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And Lamar is number one, but he is one of the ones. I'm black and I'm fine. But anyway, um, but I think the point that he is trying to make was that our defense held Lamar down. Now, we didn't lose the game because of our defense. Our offense, including Trevor fucking Lawrence, it's the reason why we lost that game, right? So to try to dismiss that, oh yeah, the Jags lost, absolutely they lost, but not because of the defense, right? And I think that's the point where June is trying to make. After that, I digress.
That's all I was trying to say.
So the score
They-
wasn't 23-7.
Bro, it wasn't because Lamar did
Frank,
anything
don't do that.
spectacular against
Your
the
IQ is
Jags,
bigger
bro.
than that. Don't do that. Don't
I'm
do that.
asking. Hold up. Wait.
Don't do
Wait. I'm asking
Don't
the
do that.
question. I'm asking the question. So they didn't put up 3 points in the first quarter, which is good for the defense because that's Lamar Jackson. They just put up 56 on Miami, right? But they didn't put they put up 7 points in the second quarter. They didn't put no points up on the third quarter, and then they put 13 in the fourth.
So my only question to you is this, and I promise you, I digress. You haven't seen when quarterbacks do really good. The team does good and they still lose the fucking game. Nobody is dismissing what the Ravens
Yes.
done, right? So hold on, my love.
Go ahead.
Nobody's dismissing that. I think the point that where you want to hold on is totally missing what June is trying to say. And listen, this whole conversation was started because I feel like the Niners were always they were never a Trump team, right? And I said that when y'all picked that the Eagles was gonna win against the Niners. The only reason why I brought that up is because I thought it was funny. Now we're saying that the Niners can beat the Ravens, and I'm not saying they can't. I'm not saying they can't, but I'm saying that it was the same Niners weeks ago. They're the same Niners now. But for you to hold on, oh, the Jags lost. I was there. I know we lost. But the point was that we didn't lose because of our defense. And listen, Lamar did great. I love Lamar. This is where it hurts. I love Lamar in the freaking Jags. But our offense sucks. It is what it is. Trevor, I don't even want to say that. I can't even, come on. Trevor's Trevor. Shit.
Okay. Go ahead.
I digress. I'm not talking about it no more.
What's
Oh
wrong,
my
Bree?
God.
What happened?
No, the Rams are signing veteran quarterback Brett Maher.
The Rams?
Yeah, they waived their kicker Lucas today. Now Maher's
Maher,
gonna be
Who's
is it
May?
the quarterback or the kicker?
the kicker.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Ain't Maher the one that kicked
That
for the
he missed
Cowboys?
every field goal with the Cowboys.
oh yeah, he's gonna kick better in SoFi Stadium.
Let's hope, because the comments on Twitter is eating his ass up right now.
I still like how
Okay.
Frank finished that statement though. You guys didn't catch it, but I did. He said,
So-
"But I still think the Browns are going to beat them."
I said I think the Browns could beat them. I never said they was. I said they can because of
Might as
No.
well say that
because
because
the
the blue
defense.
hand
Okay.
monster.
So next, okay, I'm gonna go a little bit out of order. Next, we are going to talk about the 2024 Hall of Fame finalist. So big congratulations to the 2024 Modern Era Players finalists with their positions, years and teams announced by the NFL Network. This was announced last week. So you have Eric Allen, DB, 1988 to 1994 Philadelphia Eagles, and then 1995 to 1997 New Orleans Saints, 1998 to 2001 Oakland Raiders. So congrats to him. Next, we have Jared Allen, defensive end, 2004 to 2007 Kansas City Chiefs, 2008 to 2013 Minnesota Vikings, 2014 to 15 Bears, 15 Carolina Panthers. We have Willie Anderson, offensive tackle, 1996 to 2007 with Cincinnati, and in 2008 Baltimore Ravens. Then we have Jari Evans, O-line, 2006 to 2016 New Orleans Saints, and in 2017 Green Bay Packers. We also have Dwight Freeney, defensive end, 2002 to 2012 Indianapolis Colts, 2013 to 14 Chargers, 2015 Arizona Cardinals, 2016 Atlanta Falcons, 2017 Detroit Lions, and 2017 Seattle Seahawks. Then my favorite finalist right here, Antonio Gates, tight end from 2003 to 2018 Chargers. We also have Rodney Harrison, DB, 1994 to 2002 San Diego Chargers, 2003 to 2008 New England Patriots. Then you have Devin Hester. He was the punt returner, kickoff returner, and wide receiver, 2006 to 2013 Chicago Bears, 2014 to 2015 Atlanta Falcons, 2016 Baltimore Ravens, and 2016 Seattle Seahawks. You have Torrey Holt, wide receiver, 1999 to 2008 St. Louis Rams, 2009 Jacksonville Jaguars. Andre Johnson, wide receiver, 2003 to 2014 Houston Texans, 2015 Indianapolis Colts, 2016 Tennessee Titans. Another GOAT, Julius Peppers, right here. Defensive end, 2002 to 2009 and 2017 to 2018 Carolina Panthers, 2010 to 2013 Chicago Bears, 2014 to 2016 Green Bay Packers. Another GOAT, Fred Taylor, running back, 1998 to 2008 Jacksonville Jaguars, 2009 to 2010 New England Patriots. You also have Reggie Wayne, wide receiver, 2001 to 2014 Indianapolis Colts, another great one. Patrick Willis, linebacker, 2007 to 2014 San Francisco 49ers. And lastly, Darren Woodson, safety, 1992 to 2003 Dallas Cowboys. So congratulations to all those finalists for the 2024 NFL Hall of Fame. Thoughts on the list?
But that's a long ass list. You lost me like halfway.
It is. That was a long ass list.
Well, it's not really because I named the teams in the year. So it's just Eric Allen, Jared Allen, Willie Anderson, Jari Evans, Dwight Freeney, Antonio Gates, Rodney Harrison, Devin Hester, Torrey Holt, Andre Johnson, Julius Peppers, Fred Taylor, Reggie Wayne, Patrick Willis, and Darren Woodson.
Yeah,
so it's not really that big of a list.
I think it's funny that Fred Taylor ended with the Patriots, and Frank act like he didn't even know who the fuck he was. But I didn't even know who ended
who Fred Taylor was. No, I asked you if you knew who Fred Taylor was, and when you say you need to buy a jersey for the Jags that you don't know which one, I said get a Fred Taylor jersey because he was the best thing that ever happened to your organization. Oh, I know.
Oh no, you were texting by Tony Boselli. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, and I still don't know who he is. I had to Google him. He ain't nobody.
Oh, he won it last year, but okay.
Yeah. No, I got the list right here. I Googled it. Shit, man, listen, this is dope. This is a good list. I don't know if everybody's getting in, but obviously I would love to see, and I'm gonna be a homer here, Rodney Harrison in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Devin Hester, of course. Let me see.
Antonio Gates, hello.
Yeah, I'm working my way down, girl. Relax. Okay. It's my segment, my tape, not yours. Relax. Sit down. Now, honestly, there's a lot of people that's good on this list. Antonio Gates, one of the best tight ends of all time. Dwight Freeney, great defensive end for the Colts. Actually won a Super Bowl with the Colts, if I'm not mistaken. Rodney Harrison, one of ours. He came over from the Chargers. I still wish he would have punched the old boy in the head when he was catching the ball in the Super Bowl, so we would have won 19-0 and not 18-1, but that's okay. Hester was a monster in the punt and kickoff game. Julius Peppers, another one. Fred Taylor. Right. So here's the thing. If I'm an advocate...
Before Cam Newton, right? Before Cam Newton put the Carolina Panthers on the map, it was Julius Peppers. Everybody knew who Julius Peppers was.
So, yeah, he was that guy. And he was still that guy later on in his career. He went to other teams. Like you can tell here, the Panthers and the Bears. Fred Taylor needs to get in my opinion. He gave a lot to that organization. By the time we got him, he was older. It wasn't the same. I was excited when he came to us. I really felt like he was going to be that running back. Reggie Wayne, product of having Peyton Manning there. Patrick Willis, I remember him from San Francisco. But yeah,
Mhm.
good people on here. I hope that they get it right. With the people that get in, there's a lot of good people on here.
June.
I don't know, it's a lot of people on there. I think the last person that obviously stood out. I mean, Antonio Gates is dope, don't get me wrong. But Fred Taylor, and he almost came off the list because he bumped into me in the Jag team at the Gallagher, during the Gallagher
Club.
section club, and I didn't like that. Honestly, when he bumped into me, I looked at him like, who the fuck is bumping into me? Not saying excuse me, So I gave him that look. He gave me that look. I didn't realize he was until somebody else said, "Oh, that's Fred Taylor." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I kept walking. I was like, "Oh shit, that's Fred Taylor," And that's how that happened. But it's all good. I'm gonna let that ride, cause I'm gonna let that ride. That's the only reason I'm gonna let that ride, man.
I'm glad you
Nikki.
did. It would have been a rough day for you.
Yeah, I would have moved. He's a little older. I mean, he's still beefy though. You know what I mean? He's still got that stockiness. Like,
Listen.
he can run the play.
Hey, yo, you gotta pause on that one, kid.
Pause.
He don't gotta know.
Like, you know what, man? Next topic. Next topic. Where's my dad, Frank?
All right, Nikki.
Still whatever.
Bulked up.
He's still hitting the gym. He's still bulky.
Your thought?
I don't know half of them. Is Ronnie thingy the black man that's bald headed?
No, Rodney Harrison.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, he's
I
the
don't know who he
one. If you remember, he was the one that was trying to get what was the player that talked bad about the other player? Somebody that he sucked. He's on Monday night. No, he's on Monday night football. No, Sunday night. Sunday night.
Sunday night. Sunday
So
night.
the black dude,
Yeah, but Rodney Harrison. I'll show you right now. Hold on.
the one that was like he apologized to the player and the player was talking shit.
Did he apologize? He was under a lot of scrutiny because it looked like he was trying to get the player to say that he sucked. I'm gonna put a picture here. Look at the screen.
He's a light-skinned dude. He kind of looked young. He's like light-skinned.
Hey, he the one that had the black and white that day that I thought was so fire. Oh, this man. Okay.
That's Rodney Harrison.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fred Taylor, come on, all day.
I hope he gets it, man. I hope the voters get it, man. I would love to see him in there. I know his numbers wasn't like out the. I don't
Bill
think
Belichick gave him a Hall of Fame endorsement and said he deserves to get in. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he should. He should.
All right. Next, we can go ahead and start it. I don't know who wants to take it on first. Lions and Cowboys game. That game was super controversial. Huge controversy with that game. And the refs helped the Cowboys win. Like, that's just the end of the discussion, They took away a 2-point conversion because they said that the player did not
Report.
He didn't report to the ref
That he was gonna be eligible.
And he did actually report to the ref, and that sparked a lot of controversy and a lot of anger all over social media that night. So we'll have June start off. You want to recap the game a little bit and then talk about the controversy 2-point conversion that was taken away? I'm gonna go make my greens.
So 2 things. I think with a lot of things, I'm gonna talk about the Detroit before I talk about Dallas. So with this number 1 seed at stake, and Detroit having the success that you're having, I get playing aggressive and not playing with fear and not respecting Dallas first and foremost, because I wouldn't respect them either. So shout outs to that. No respects to Dallas. That's why you went for it. I got you. I wouldn't respect them either. I'll run that shit again. If it was, on the 40-yard line, I would do the same thing. But just because it's Dallas. Now, but Detroit Lions, man, with the number 1 seed at stake, and you guys control it, you guys been playing good. It took you guys less than a minute to run down the field with no timeouts. And you guys could have easily tied that game, sent it to overtime, and that would have been guaranteed almost. So that was a huge mistake, I think, on the coaching aspect of things. I would have never took that risk, especially with the number one seed being on the line and what you guys would have had. So regardless of the of 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 the confidence that you had on that play that you've been working on for weeks, um, I think that was the biggest mistake that Detroit did or made in the entire game, aside from the interception from Goff at the end. Um, and then let's talk about the elephant in the room, man. There's been controversial calls in Dallas and Dallas home games for the last few games. This wasn't the first game, and I'm talking about this year. Um, there's this is the way that it's been all year, and this just so happens that they get jammed up on national television, and it's very unfortunate because now you took a play that was very successful. We seen on camera what happened, and now, um, and now by suspending that ref, that official, now it solidifies that this may not have been the first time that this shit went down in Dallas. So
No, that's
it
not true.
sucks. I mean, you're suspending the man. I mean, how
Yeah,
many
but I
times
don't.
has he officiated in
I'm
Dallas?
sorry.
Now we got to look at that. How many times has he
No,
officiated in Dallas? Now I want to
no,
look
I
at
think
that
that's a
because
stretch, June. I'm sorry for cutting you off,
what do you
but I think that's a
mean?
stretch.
How
So
many
go
times did he
ahead.
do it against Denver?
I don't.
Or what was that team? What they ran it? They
The
had to score three. Oh, Seattle, where they had to score three different times to get a touchdown. The same. That was just one
so
game. We could go back and do it over. I just
so
don't
I
like Dallas, or I think that everything is bottled
Yeah,
with
during
them.
your division. I think it's your division.
I
So I mean
mean,
during your division. So okay, so the first thing that you said, I agree but disagree, right? I think you're right. The Lions should have just tied the game. You always got to play for another down, right? However, if it was successful with no penalty, it would have been the best play. Like that would have been like, oh my gosh, they ran down the field, no timeout, and that, you know what I'm saying? It would be a highlight. So as much as I agree with you, like, hey, just wait for another down. I also think that if it was successful, we'd have been talking that was the best shit they ever did, right? Now, for the rest, great. This is one game, right? Great. They did something. But throughout the years, not year, throughout the years, we've been talking about the officiators officiating wrong. You get what I'm saying? It just sucks. It's just like in the military, right? Uh, Everybody's always UA. I'm not UA. Everybody always come to work late. Everybody come to work late. Late, late, late. And then now somebody come to work late, we taking them mask. They be like, shit, they've been doing this. Not even that one person. It's something that's been going, but it takes that one little thing to be like, shit, we gotta do something. You get what I'm saying? And this was it. Do you know how many times? And I'll try to point out every team. You know how many times that Michael gets held, they don't call it. Do you know how many times your whatever the O lineman I think always does a fucking false start and they don't call it. You know how many times I don't know, pick one for my team and they don't call it. It gets done a whole lot more than you want to honestly call it, right? I just think that this time we got to start some way somehow. I said this a couple of games ago. Like, fuck, why don't they penalize these people like they penalize players for doing even less? Like this one game, the Cowboys got to win one game against the freaking Commanders, and they win the division. That's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't for you to say how long has he been doing it? No, because we say the same thing about people doing it for the Chiefs, and we say about this and this and this and that and that. I think just this time it's like, bro, we have to start holding these people accountable. The penalty of you just want playing this a picture during the Super Bowl is too small of shit. That means nothing.
I mean, I agree 100%. You said what I had. You said what I wanted to say. I'm not saying June, you that conspiracy theory shit, bro. That's kind of funny. But
I'm looking it
I
up
know
right
you are.
now.
I know
How
you
many
are.
penalties have been in Dallas versus every
But
other team?
it happened. Look, first off, you should never let it get down to one call, straight up. But we know it happens. I saw the game. They should have never threw like I put in the chat what Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharp on Nightcap were talking about, and I actually watched it.
Shannon Sharp said it. Oh, they have
Yeah.
to let America's team win.
And not only that, but he also said the referees need to start listening to the coaches, right? Again, and I get it, man. You got so many people in your ear. Everything's bang bang play. I blame the NFL, right? I blame the NFL because now they got the thing right where you don't have to waste a challenge. If New York sees it, they could reverse it and call it in. Well, how about you're a multi-billion-dollar business. Hire more fucking people to be in New York watching cameras and watching plays. Because I get it. When you got like 13 games going on, it's kind of hard for a few people to catch every little. But look, if it's on, if it's gonna, what's it gonna cost you to just stop as a ref, go back and look and say, okay, yeah, he did report, or go talk to everybody and say, did he report? It cost him the game. I agree.
They showed at the very end of the game, like, oh, number 78 actually did report.
And I feel, and I said this, they should have reversed the loss and gave it to the Lions and make the Cowboys lose, but they're not going to do that.
Well, but during the game, even after before that, right when they threw the flag, they were saying there were other penalties against the team
So there was
that
no more
would still
penalty
have
that they could have threw.
that was yeah. So I mean, at that point, I mean,
But
I get it. I get what the one that he called was incorrect, but if they would have called the other one, it would have been the same thing.
so that's what they said. That's what Shannon Sharp Ochocinco said. They should have threw two
Yeah,
flags and said there's two fouls on the offense. One, not aligning right? That's decline. The other one is shifting in the line. That's going
right.
to be, whatever. But they didn't do that, right? So to
Mhm.
me, but going back to what we're saying, it's not the first time that these referees impact a game. It's not. All the PIs that are not PIs, right? And we've called it, we've said it. Oh, that's not a PI. Oh, what they doing? The false starts. You said it yourself. How many times they hit no. Everybody knows when you got a scrambling quarterback, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, any quarterback that decides to run, the minute they roll out of that pocket, somebody's being held. And we've seen referees, we've seen the refs in the back, right? They're in the back. There's a front line right here. They're in the back. And the minute that the guy gets away, and let's say they go down and it's not a first down, holding, blah, blah. Like they wait for
Oh
the play.
God, the flag came out. The
Yeah.
flag
Or
came
when
out.
they're in the back, right? And they wait to see if the guy's gonna catch the ball. They don't catch the ball, pass interference. You know what I'm saying? But they would have never thrown it if they caught the ball. Super Bowl.
Like the Chiefs and Jets game when it was the interception.
Yep. Even the Chiefs against the Bengals, they gave them a few calls to help the Chiefs.
I was watching the Steelers game. I wasn't watching that one.
The Super Bowl with the Eagles, the whole that we all said, okay, he held them, but the ball wasn't even catchable. But they threw the flag. The hit on Mahomes late last year in the AFC Championship as he was going out of bounds. We all said it. That was bang bang. Really, is it a flag? But it helped out. So I do feel that these coaches need to be fined or fired, not just like you said. You won't just coach the playoffs. They already made their money.
Not coach,
referee, officiate the playoffs. You already made your money, so no, they need to do better. They need to do better.
Yep. So not to say, June, what you're saying isn't correct. I think you just
June gonna do this research. He got his Rain Man on. That motherfucker is Googling the referee.
No, but the problem is this,
officiated.
right? Yeah, but the problem is this, right? So only said that he does it for the Cowboys. It's a stretch. You get what I'm saying? Because there's been plenty of games, and not him particular, just them as a whole. We like, what the fuck, bro? So I don't know, because again, the thing also talked about how many times did they hold person and they don't call the flag. It's happening. It's there. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, it goes both ways. And then you look at a play, they call you like that's bullshit. And then look at another play, or a play that is like, yo, why didn't they throw the flag? And then another play that is like, bro, that ain't nothing. They throw the flag. I'd be like, oh, they just trying to make up for the one that didn't throw. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just ridiculous.
All right. Shouldn't excited to be in my hot seat. Okay. All right, Frank. All right. What time is it over there?
6:40. I mean 4:40. Sorry, 4:40.
Okay. It's 4:40 over there? All right. So next topic we have is playoff scenarios. Then we have one game, few pictures, and then predictions. So let me go ahead and pull up this.
While you do that, you think Lamar Jackson secured the MVP with
Yeah,
touchdowns yesterday?
yeah, I do.
You think it'll be unanimous again or just be MVP?
It will be MVP. It's not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be unanimous. I thought I saved it. Hold on. Let me resave it to my iPad because I could have sworn I just saved it to my. Oh, I didn't. All right. Let me add this. To be smacking. You're not getting none of my cereal. All right. So this is a NFL playoff picture. So the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens, they clinched the #1 seed. So they get a bye week. So for wild cards, I don't know why the picture's cut off. But for wild card round for the NFC, you have Green Bay at Cowboys. Then you have Rams at Lions. And then we have the Eagles at Tampa Bay. And on the AFC side, you have Colts at Dolphins, Bills at Kansas City. And then you also have the Browns at the Jaguars. But with this scenario, if the Jaguars and the Steelers win and the Colts and Texans game does not end in a tie, it's win or go home for the Bills on Sunday night against the Dolphins. If the Steelers and Jags and either the Texans and Colts win and the Bills lose, they're completely out. So for the Steelers to get in,
sucks for the Bill.
yeah, if Steelers win, Jags win, and either the Colts or Texans win, and the Bills lose, they're out. If the Bills beat Miami, in the same scenario, Bills beat Miami, Jacksonville Steelers, and Texas Colts lose, Miami's out.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. And whoever wins out of the Bills and Miami becomes the #2 seed.
Who y'all think is gonna be?
Bills.
I think Miami's gonna win at home.
Yeah, I think Miami.
You think so?
You know what? That's gonna be a hard game. You know why? Because I think Miami, but the Bills are dying hot at the right time, and it seems like Miami is bad.
So, I think any team that's going to go into Kansas City and beat them will be the Bills. I don't think Miami could do it.
Who? But I thought the Bills are playing Miami.
No, if we go like if they make it to
if they make it,
yeah. I think the best team to go in there would be the Bills to beat the team.
I think they're about the same.
The Dolphins, I'm not sold on them because look, they went.
I'm not either, but I'm not sold on the Bills.
Yeah, but we seen Josh Allen, go to the Chiefs and at least put up a fight. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Who cares? I need you to punch. So the problem is this, right? I think I don't know. The Bills are inconsistent for me. You get what I'm saying? They have one good one, and then you be like, what the fuck? And to me, their weakest thing is Josh Allen.
But let me ask you a question, right? Since you said that, and it's for everybody.
I think it turned it around once they got a new offensive coordinator.
Yeah, they did. But you just said inconsistency. In the AFC side, name me a team that's been consistent all year long. In this playoff picture right here. And don't and the Ravens, remember, they turned it around too.
I'm gonna
Now
be
the
honest
Ravens
with you,
are
bro.
right. They just
You're not gonna like this answer,
Ooh.
but I'll say the Browns.
Okay. I never said I would. I'll buy that for $1. Okay. Okay.
I say the Browns. I say the Browns, and I say that based on the adjustment on the injuries.
Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. And I mean, as far as the NFC goes, look, this year, and this is I've been saying this, with Burrow out, the Jags not playing like we thought they were gonna play. Mahomes and company not playing like they playing. The Bills struggling to make the wild card, right? This is the year for teams that we didn't see making a run, make the run, right? Just like in the NFC side of the house, with the sudden Eagles collapse, losing 4 of the last 5 games. The Bucks not being consistent. The Rams are starting to ram up, no pun intended, at the right time. The Lions, they have their moments. The Green Bay Packers is still a young team, and the Cowboys can't beat you on the road, but they could beat you at home. I mean, to
they
me,
murder you at home.
at home, they're like, John Gotti, Teflon Don. You know what I'm saying? They untouchable at home, but
What if the Packers were to beat the Cowboys though? Just what if?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be sitting here like, oh my God, I can't believe it. No.
Mhm.
No.
I wouldn't either.
Didn't
But
they lose to
Yeah,
them?
they're playing in Dallas. I mean, that ain't gonna happen.
Hold on. Didn't they lose to the Packers already?
no, they're not even. No, they won't play them twice this year.
No, because this is the playoffs, so that's no reason it matters. Damn, so who did the Packers beat that they were like they're the youngest team? They lost to the youngest team.
Was it last week or yesterday?
Yeah, no, don't worry. But they didn't play. It wasn't them. I was trying to think.
What was the first team that beat the Eagles? Oh, the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets caught them on that
It was the
fluke.
Jets.
All right, you guys ready for pictures?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, pictures. While Toby's back here coughing. All right, so someone asked Ryan Clark today on Twitter, I'm curious as to how it is illegal to bench a player in the NFL. Can you provide more detail, please? And this is based off of the Russell Wilson situation. He goes, it's not illegal to bench a player. It is illegal to threaten to bench a player if a contract isn't restructured. You can bench who you want for whatever reasons you want, but you can't use benching as a negotiation tool. Then use coach's decision and attempt to deceive.
So what's okay?
Huh? What'd you say, Nikki?
So let's conclude.
I don't know if he could sue, but the NFL Player Association can take it up with the league, because what they're basically saying is you can't bench him just because he didn't want to restructure his contract. It's just what they're doing.
Well, that's what Russ said that they tried to do back in October.
Yeah, that's what this is
They
coming from.
already told him, yeah. But
So
that's what I'm saying.
So when that happened, the NFL Player Association notified the NFL of the collective bargaining agreement that they have. That by them doing that, it violates that.
So they can get in trouble.
Yeah. So when they benched them, they knew what they were doing, and they just took the chance.
So now, the HOA, what's it called? They need to stand up.
NFLPA?
The union needs to stand up.
It's official, y'all. For the 17th time in a row. It's official.
I give it to coaching, man. I give it to coaching.
Bow your head down.
I'm gonna give him credit. His coaching,
King.
he did it.
My twin.
I did it by the Lord of chin. Oh, yeah.
What is the greatest Super Bowl moment? So this is a question everyone can name their greatest Super Bowl moment that they think that they see. So I'll go first. My greatest Super Bowl moment happened in Super Bowl 43 when James Harrison caught a 100-yard pick six touchdown, passed out in the end zone. And that was the longest pick six in Super Bowl history. So that is my greatest Super Bowl moment. Only because the team celebrated, he was in the end zone, passed out, and nobody cared because he got a touchdown.
Yeah, nobody came to help out. For me, it'd be just like you going with a historic moment. I'm gonna go Super Bowl 51. The first Super Bowl ever going to overtime, and the first time you see a team come back from a 28-3 deficit in the Super Bowl. James White set some records too that game, and you got the catch by Edelman. So it was a good overall performance from seeing it. Not because it's my team, but because history was made. If I had to go with another one,
you got one.
yeah,
Mine is.
Oh, go ahead, Nikki.
Yeah, Nikki.
Go ahead, Jim.
Oh, I was going to.
Mine is the Philly special. I think.
I'm about to tear up right now. You have no idea.
She's doing that for another reason. She's doing that on purpose for another reason. I know why. They don't know why.
No,
I know why.
No, I don't. What are you talking about? Or was
we
it
live,
when?
So this is on camera.
No.
Was that the first Super Bowl you watched, Nikki?
No, because I saw when I was actually in Atlanta when the Falcons and the Patriots. I actually picked the Patriots to win, and I never wavered until they won. But no, I think my moment is when they did that Philly little thingy, and then I don't know if it was before, but Brady tried to do the same thing and what?
Brady tried to recreate the Philly special.
I think the Patriots.
Well, Brady did it first.
Yeah, the Patriots did it first.
And it was not successful.
Yeah, it
was not.
And then what they did,
because I was like, oh, we trying to do what Nick Foles did, and it did not work.
The Philly special came after, because I remember saying
not the Philly, that play, that similar play where they threw it to all by himself. And I got the ball. Anyway, I think that was my favorite. I thought it was hilarious.
Jim?
That was it. That was the moment.
You know, it's crazy, you know, because I have two, they both came in the same game, and I'll be crazy not to.
You gotta name one.
It's a tie.
You gotta name one.
It's a tie.
You gotta name one.
All right. So well, Nikki already said Philly special, so that's already out there. So I'm gonna name the Brandon Graham, the BG strip sack on Brady, which was very iconic and played one of the biggest parts to the game. They came in the fourth quarter. So I'm gonna say the Brandon Graham strip sack on Tom Brady. And that's just my favorite Super Bowl moment. It was pretty,
he's a Michigan boy.
Yep, yes, Michigan boy. Yep, and from Pennsylvania.
Okay, next photo. Which team is this? So that's supposed to say regular season. So regular season and then playoffs. What team is this? They beautiful in the regular season and then playoffs.
Thank you. Are you throwing shade at the Eagles right now? Or?
No.
I'm sorry, what?
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you something. Which team is this? Recently, you could put the Bills in there. You could put the
Ravens.
The Cowboys.
The what?
Yeah,
that's
Cowboys.
Yep, you can even put the Chargers in there. One and done. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of teams that in the regular season then the postseason is
Stallions.
Yeah.
I'm going. That looks like the Eagles right there. I think they started out beautifully and then they ended up like that.
Well, no, the playoffs didn't start yet this year. Y'all had a good run.
Oh, I would have saved this one then. This would have been one to save.
I can't say that's the Eagles, man. Y'all wasn't a Super
No, not yet.
All right.
No, not
next
yet.
picture.
I'm talking
Well,
about.
we haven't hit the playoffs, so we don't know if y'all gonna end
we
up
don't
like
know.
this. But
Yes,
what he's saying is, as we're getting closer, they're looking more like how the playoff picture looks.
Ah,
okay, I get it. All right.
but
Yeah.
if I had to name a team, that would definitely look like
The
damn
No.
the Cowboys. The damn cow. Hey, golly,
Yeah, the
boy.
Cowboys, but
Hey,
they're
hit
not
that
the only
thing.
team.
Hey,
But I agree.
You can say the Bills too, you know.
That's the
Yeah, the
Cowboys.
Ravens, all the teams he
Ravens.
That's the
named
Cow. Hey,
were.
that
Yeah.
hey, put a star and a chain around that damn
Oh
horse's
my
neck.
gosh! Come on, Ned.
All right, next photo. You have 5 seconds to look at it, and I'm swiping back over. You have to name the team, the logo that is missing. You ready?
Oh my god!
And oop, go.
You said 5 seconds.
What
Right.
logo was missing?
Patriots.
And I was
That's
there.
No,
correct.
it was there. Do it again.
3 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god! Let me see it.
Emma, she's
Get
on
the
her phone.
line.
Huh?
So she's on her phone, so she gotta swipe it. Look.
Oh, okay.
God dang!
All right. So I'm gonna leave it up here. The first person to name the team gets a point added for
No,
the
June
game.
already gets wrong. June already gets wrong.
Nah. You ain't tell me that
Yeah,
that was
June,
the
you
prize.
guessed
If
wrong.
not,
No.
if you
No.
would have told me that was the
New
prize,
rule,
I would
new
have tried
rule.
harder.
No, but you could guess the first person to guess it correctly first gets a point added for the game. Go.
Heavy.
Steelers. It's not
Wrong.
the team that I was gonna pick.
Broncos.
Hold on, let me pick.
No, Broncos right there.
The Eagles.
Chargers.
Frank
Damn.
got it. It's the Chargers.
The Eagles right there next to the
The
Dolphins.
Eagles is right there.
Next to the
Yeah, I
Dolphins
see
and the
it.
Yeah,
Rams.
you should take negative
I
3
see it, I
points from
see it.
him. He is always
All right.
wrong.
Next one.
Nah, we weren't ready.
Aaron Donald, John Randall, Joe Green, and Warren Sapp. 2 got to start.
Tell Frank and you want to post the text I just sent on the face.
Aaron Donald and it don't matter to me. Aaron Donald, and I'll probably go Warren Sapp. I don't know.
June.
Yeah, Aaron Donald and Warren Sapp. Look how big the difference in the pads are from me. Joe Green, Aaron Donald.
Mhm.
How crazy is that?
I go Mean Joe Green and Aaron Donald. Nikki. 2 got to start.
Girl, you know she don't know. She's just gonna go with 2, and they all black, so it's not like she could.
Yeah, she can't say I'm gonna go with the black one.
Yeah.
2 got to start.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do Warren Sapp because his name is like what's his name? Anyway, Warren Sapp and me and Joe Green. If y'all know the reason, y'all talk crap. Me and Joe, because you know I called it sorry Joe. And then what's his name? Marvin Sapp?
Warren.
Yeah, I picked him because of Marvin Sapp, the gospel singer.
Oh my God, Nikki. All right. Which logo was the best retro NFL logo? Who had the best retro NFL logo? So we'll start with June.
Is that supposed to be the Panthers? Or that's the Bears with the
That's
top
the
of the
Bears.
tail?
The Bears.
Yeah, that's the Bears.
That shit looks so damn whack. What is the one in the middle?
Not that shit. Looks so damn whack.
That's the
That's
Broncos.
Denver.
Oh Lord, that's even whacker. That's the Bills in the corner.
Yeah, the bottom.
Yeah. What's it, the Redskins? On top of it?
No, that's Bucks.
Damn, I don't know. To me, it's between the Pats and the
That's the Bucks.
Dolphins.
What's the one on top of it with the steel worker? With the
That's
football?
the Steelers.
Oh, that's the best one. That's just so whack too, but and that's the Rams.
Yeah, this is tough. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
They're still damn near the same.
I know.
Nikki,
And the
which
one
one
on
did
top is the
Helmet on the damn
Patriots.
fish.
Mm-hmm. Which one did you say, Nikki?
They all whack. The best retro man is the fucking Panther. That shit is so whack.
You said the which one?
That's the Bears. Oh, that's not the Panther. That's the Bears.
That's Bears, yes.
Oh yeah, that's the whack. Right, that's it.
All right, Frank.
I'm going with Pats.
You knew he was gonna go with that right here.
I mean, it's just dope. I mean, all of shit is whack. The
All of them.
hey guy look like he's yes. He ain't scaring nobody like that. The damn Broncos, the damn Miami Dolphin. I mean, the Chargers look like a crest from college or one of the Hogwarts things.
They all look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna go with anyone,
Steelers.
I'm gonna go with mine. You know what I'm saying?
I love the Steelers. All right, one gotta go. Terrell Owens, Chris Carter, Larry Fitzgerald.
Chris Carter. Bye. I don't know who that is. I've at least heard
Yeah.
about the other two.
For me, probably T.O.
I was gonna say T.O. as well, maybe T.O. I'd rather have Larry Fitz and Chris Carter back in the day.
T.O. was too much drama. He was great, but he was just too much drama.
June.
Chris Carter gotta go.
All right, last play of the game. Seahawks are down by 4. 4th and goal at the 2-yard line. They hand the ball off to Beast Mode, who was met in the hole by Lawrence Taylor. What happens next?
Beast Mode is concussed. That's what's happening next.
Nikki, do you know who Beast Mode is?
Who's Lawrence Taylor?
Beast Mode is Marshawn Lynch.
He said, "Who's Lawrence
Lawrence?
Taylor?"
Huh?
He said, "Who's Lawrence Taylor?" Just go to the next one. Next.
All right, one got to start. This one is a good one. Jim Kelly, Dan Marino, John Elway. One got to start.
Oh, Dan Marino.
Yeah, and I have his jersey,
Yeah.
so I was like, I gotta go Dan Marino, but I'm also a John Elway stan too. So
Yeah, nah, I'm going Dan Marino though.
yeah, Dan. Jim,
I'm gonna go with Dan.
Nikki,
And Ray Finkel.
John. Now he was in the Denver. That's a Denver thingy.
Yeah.
You see the old school logo.
Yeah, it's a wax.
He went to 5 Super Bowls, one too.
All right, who should win comeback player of the year? So right
You
now,
know it's gonna be Joe.
right now the odds are at DeMar Hamlin.
Come on, man. Don't do
winning.
that. Don't do that shit.
So
Don't do that shit.
No,
me,
like I'm serious
No,
right
she
now.
is being
DeMar
serious.
Hamlin is winning the race. Do I think he should? No, I think Joe Flacco. I think I should be Joe Flacco, then Baker, then Tua, then DeMar. You know?
It's a story that they're riding. DeMar shouldn't even be on the list, if you want me to be quite honest. It's a story that they're riding, and it's unfortunate because even though I don't want to say it's good gesture, it's like, yo, this dude almost lost his life on the field. It's kind of like doing that to me. It's kind of like mockery, kind of ordeal. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't the same. You get what I'm saying? Like y'all barely put the motherfucker out there. You know,
He barely
so I
played.
don't. No, that's what I'm
Last year
saying.
too. That was his second game he started last year because the other defensive player was injured. He's a third string.
Now I'm gonna go
Yeah.
out to Baker or Joe Flacco, and the only reason I said Baker is because he's actually had a good season down in Tampa,
Mhm.
and I think he's found a home. So yeah, but Joe, it depends, man. Joe's been doing it. See, I feel like comeback player should be injury. You were injured and then you came
Mhm.
back. Not you went
Mhm.
out, went to a different team and did well, or you was at home
Mhm.
at the couch. So if we're gonna go off that, then I'm gonna go off Tua. Tua's played he started every game this season. And he hasn't been concussed once at all.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because remember last year, they breathed on him. He was concussed. So
Mhm.
he's doing
Mhm.
good.
Shit, I
All
almost
right.
forgot about Tua. I didn't even see his name on the list. That's terrible.
Pick
I
one
know
from
it's there.
row. Pick one from each row. So you have Jordan Addison, Tank Dell, Puka, Zay Flowers. So who are we picking from 2023? It's hard.
Zay.
I'm gonna do Puka. Puka has done outstanding this season. Tank Dell and Zay Flowers has as well, and so is Jordan Addison. He stepped up when Jay Jettis was out, but Puka is killing all of them, in my opinion.
Yeah. Zay Flowers.
What we gotta do here? Just pick one from each
Pick
row.
one from each row. So we're starting with 2023.
Okay, give me a second. So I'm gonna probably go with what you went with Puka Nukua?
I went with Puka.
PN? Yeah, I'll probably go PN too. He's been very consistent all year. Caught this league by storm.
June. We're only doing 23 right now. Then we're gonna jump down.
I'm gonna go with yeah. I mean, shoot, the dude's killing. You can't go wrong with Nakua.
Mm-hmm. All right, 2022. Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, Drake London, George Pickens. We go Olave. Chris Olave is really showing out.
That's all.
Yeah, Chris Olave. Mm-hmm.
June.
22.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Olave.
All right, 21. Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, Armon St. Brown. This might be
Ooh,
controversial.
2021 is hard.
I'm gonna go Armon Ross St. Brown.
Bree, get out of my head because I was gonna go with him.
Shut up.
I swear to God, I was gonna because I looked at Jamal. Jamal, my boy.
Yep.
But I said Amar St. Brown's been very consistent the whole time.
Jim.
I'm going with Devontae Smith, Heisman winner.
Nikki.
It's hard. I don't dislike any of them.
I don't dislike any of them either. I just
Yeah, but it's hard for me to pick.
Brown has been more consistent.
Yeah.
All right, and then 2020, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, Brandon
CeeDee motherfucking Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb.
I got to go with
Who you
CeeDee.
went, Bree?
CeeDee.
Nah, this is we not in each other's heads. Not at all.
You going T. Higgins?
No.
No, he gonna hire you. Yeah, he gonna hire you.
Ayuk. Jim.
I'm going with Justin Jefferson.
No, you done fell wrong.
All right, this one's for you,
Dude's a
June.
beast.
No kidding. The next one's for you, June. Who is the best running back of the 70s? Walter Payton, O.J. Simpson, Larry Sanka, Franco Harris, Earl Campbell, or Chuck Foreman?
Look at OJ.
I didn't see any of them play. I just heard great
Yeah.
stories about a few of them. But just because this man has a crazy award named after him, I will go with Walter Payton.
Frank?
Walter Payton.
I'm going with
Hey,
Bree. The best to ever wear number 32. Franco Harris. Nikki?
I don't know. OJ Simpson.
All right, this one's for you, June. Oh, where'd he go? All right. Who's the best quarterback of the 80s? Joe Montana, Dan Phelps, Dan Marino, Warren Moon, Randall Cunningham, or John Elway? We know who Drew's gonna say. Frank?
John Elway.
So this is where it's tricky, right? Because I want to say Marino. I do.
But Joe Montana's also
you
on
got
this
Joe
list.
Montana with 4 rings. So, and if I pick Marino, it goes against what I say matters to me the most, which is championships, right? So, yeah, I'm gonna go with Montana.
June, who you going with on this list? Best quarterback of the 80s.
Hey, Chief. It's Randall Cunningham here.
AJ.
All right. Then, we're going to knock out predictions real fast before we get into the game. So on Saturday, January 6th, Steelers at Ravens. Frank?
I'm gonna go Ravens, even though they clinched. They probably won't even win, but I'll go Ravens.
Nikki?
Ravens.
June?
Ravens. Those dogs are wilding out over here.
I'm going Steelers. Ravens sent out all their starters. They clinched the #1 seed. And then you have Texans at Colts. Now this is the tough one. I'm going Colts. I need the Texans to lose to make it into the playoffs. I'm going Colts. Frank?
Texans.
Nikki?
Texans.
June?
Texans.
Okay, next. Jets at Patriots. Frank?
Going Pats at home.
I went Pats as well. Nikki?
Pat.
June?
Which one?
Jets and
I was
Patriots.
looking at the games.
Jets and Patriots.
Yeah, Patriots.
Okay, next we have Falcons at Saints. I went Saints. Frank?
Falcons at Saints. I'm going Saints.
Nikki?
Saints.
June?
Saints.
Okay, next we have Bucks at Panthers. I went Bucks. Frank?
I'm going Bucks.
Nikki?
Bucks.
June?
All right, Bucks.
Next we have Vikings at Lions. I'm going Lions. Frank?
Lions.
Nikki?
Lions.
June?
Leonis.
Okay. Next we have Browns at Bengals. I went Browns. Frank?
You said Browns at Bengals? Going Browns.
June?
They clinched, right? Yeah, I'll go Browns. Fucking.
June?
I'm gonna go with Bengals. I don't think they're gonna play their folks. They're gonna play conservative, I think.
Yeah. And Nikki?
Bengals.
Next we have Jags at Titans. I went Browns. Frank?
You said Jags at Titans?
Jags at Titans.
I go Jags.
Jags as well. Nikki? We already know
Jags.
Nikki.
Oof.
June?
Oof. Tough one.
It is. It is a
But
tough one.
I'm going with the Jags. I think Levi's hurt.
It's a tough one because If the Titans beat us, we're out.
And then we have Bears at Green Bay. I want Green Bay, Frank,
Green Bay.
Nikki,
Green Bay.
June.
Damn, Bears at Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, and Bears been playing good. Like they're trying to keep their jobs good. That's the crazy part. Is Green Bay out if they lose?
Mm-hmm.
But if they win, they're in.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'll go with Green Bay.
Next, we have Seahawks at Cardinals. I want Seahawks.
Yeah, probably go Seahawks.
June.
Meeting with Brandon starts in 15 minutes.
June.
I'll go with Cardinals.
Meeting with Brandon starts in 15 minutes.
I go
Nikki?
Cardinals.
Next, Eagles at Giants. I'm going Eagles. Frank.
Eagles.
June. We know June's. Nikki.
Eagles.
Cowboys at Washington. Frank.
Cowboys.
Nikki.
Well, I'm about to say Cowboys.
I'm going Washington because I do not want them to win that East title. And then June.
Go ahead, me too. Dude. I'll go with Washington.
All right, next we have Broncos at Raiders. I want Raiders. Frank.
Raiders.
Nikki.
Rays.
June.
Niners, Chiefs, Bills.
June.
Raiders.
Then we have
Hope that the Broncos lose every game from here on out.
For my last three, I'm going 49ers, Chiefs, and Dolphins. Frank.
Niners, Chiefs, and Bills.
June, your last three?
Niners, Chiefs, and Dolphins.
All right. And then we just have one quick game. We'll save the other games I have for the next podcast. So let me get my all right. So Frank's already at 1 point, right? And I'm gonna call you guys one by one. So don't just scream out answers. I'm gonna call you one by one, right? You are going to name from 2022 to 2012. So the last 10 years, Walter Payton Man of the Years, right? Okay, never mind. We'll skip that game. You are going to.
No, I do it. Let's go.
But last year was Zach. The year before was Russell. The year. Oh, no. I get that so.
No, because Frank has 13 minutes. I don't think this is going to take 13 minutes. So I'm going to do a quicker game, okay? The last 10 quarterbacks to win MVP, right? Last 10 quarterbacks to win MVP. So we'll start with June. Name me one of the last 10 quarterbacks to win MVP.
Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, that's one. All right. Nikki.
Motherfucking Lamar, motherfucking Jackson.
Lamar.
I
That's
know
another one off the board. All right, Frank.
Tom Brady.
Okay, June.
Savannah.
Really?
June, name me another quarterback that's won MVP.
Oh,
We already said Lamar, Aaron, and Tom Brady.
yeah, of course.
Name me another one.
Brett Favre.
He's never won MVP in the last 10. He's not one of the last 10 to
Oh,
win.
the last 10. The
You
last
done?
10
That's
years.
it, Bree. That's
All right,
it.
No,
Nikki.
no, I didn't hear the
I don't
last
know.
10.
Didn't I just
Nikki,
say that?
Did you hear the last
No,
10
yes.
years?
She's been
Yes,
saying
I
it
didn't
the
hear.
whole
I didn't
time.
hear the
I
last
said it
10.
twice. I said
You
it
said
twice.
name me a quarterback to
Come
win an
to
No, I
MVP.
did
Come to
not.
Big Papi
Nikki.
Frank. Let's go. Bring it back this
Nikki.
way.
I don't know nobody else.
Frank.
Patrick Mahomes. That's
Yeah, he
it.
just won last year.
So,
June.
No, that's
Did not
cheating.
win
Name me another
last
one.
year.
That's not cheating. Name June. Last
yeah,
10
he
years.
did.
Name me another one. We have 4 off
Oh,
this.
so
Six
ain't
more.
one.
No, you got. Damn, the game started. The Michigan game started.
Get off your phone.
I'm not on my phone.
Yes, you are. I can see your reflection through your face.
Yeah, hello. Can I write back to my guy?
Okay, June, your time is up. I
No,
don't
no,
know.
no, no, no. Hey,
Come
hold on, I
on,
wasn't
June.
done.
Name me a quarterback
2023.
in the last 10 years to win MVP.
Okay. Mahomes, Brady,
No, we already said those. We
Lamar.
already said those.
Yeah, he's calling them out.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to say the same name 3 times.
Okay.
And
A1. So we say
Super Cam
A1.
and
Huh?
Aaron. Super Cam.
Cam Newton.
Oh, Cam, he did.
He did
And June
15.
gets a point. Nikki.
Oh,
This is
I don't
getting
know.
tough.
I don't know.
Then you should have went to this game. Oh my God, why Michigan fumble on the kickoff?
I know it's in
Wow.
LA.
I would have
Frank.
went.
Oh, Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan.
No way.
Yep.
Yes, Matt Ryan won in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
That's
June.
cheating. I quit.
June.
How's it cheating?
That's cheating.
It's almost
Manning. I hope.
Which Manning?
Peyton.
Peyton, not Eli.
Nikki, why'd you give him that point? Was it your
What you
turn?
mean? I wasn't gonna say Eli Manning. You
no, but she
crazy?
screamed it out. See what I'm
I
talking about?
wasn't gonna say
All right,
Eli Manning.
Nikki,
You
your
crazy?
turn. Now
Nikki,
the
I
last
don't know.
You-
3, one was tied in 2003 with Peyton Manning, and then you have 2002 and 2001. So you got the last 3. 03. Tied with Peyton Manning in 03.
I don't know.
Frank.
Well, no, if you said you how far back? We're going 03? That's the oldest?
No, the last 10, the oldest, because you got to remember, Peyton won it in 03, 04, 08, 09, 13. Brady won it in 02, 15,
No, I'm saying
17,
what's
and
the
21.
farthest back I can go? What's the farthest back I can go?
2001 was the 10th
Kurt Warner.
quarterback.
Oh, nah. You ain't say that. This is the last 10 years. We're in
No, it
2020
wasn't the
freaking
last 10
4.
years. We had last 10 quarterbacks. June, open up your ears. and
No, Bree. No, no,
Come on,
no.
my
Thank you.
mouth.
No.
Thank you,
I
Nikki.
said,
Thank
name
you,
the
Nikki.
last
No,
Thank you,
Bree.
Nikki.
I didn't say
Thank
last
you.
10
No.
years.
Thank you, Nikki. That's
think-
all I'm
Now,
gonna
Frank.
say.
Yeah,
Frank.
I think she did. So here's
Yes.
why,
She
right? So
did.
hold up, hear me out.
That's
I
all I'm
think
gonna say.
originally you said the last 10 quarterbacks, right?
I did
But
say the
then when
last 10
June just said that
listen,
shit,
listen, hold up. But when June was coming up with his shit, you said the last 10 years.
10 years.
That's why I asked
Absolutely.
That's why I asked you how far back
Yes.
can I go? Because when you said 10, I'm thinking 03. That's why I'm writing down. So it
Yes.
should be done already. Because between Brady,
Yep.
Rodgers, Peyton, Mahomes,
Yep.
and Lamar, and
Bree.
Cam, and Matty Ice,
Yep.
that's 10 years right there.
Hey, you
Yep,
should
that's
play.
it.
You should be an official for the Cowboys.
I would love to. No, so originally the last 10 quarterbacks. I did not mean to say last 10 years, but when I first
Okay, well,
came, I did say last 10 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So because I said
I know,
4
but
down,
then when
6 more to go. 4 down, 6 more
yeah,
to
but
go. So,
when June said something, you was like last 10 years. And then me and Frank was like, she did say last 10 years, June. And June was like,
so
I
yeah,
never
I
heard the
delayed my
last
last,
10.
yes. At
Yeah,
the
but
beginning,
it's too
I did
late.
say last 10.
It's too
I
late.
messed up.
That last one can't count.
But the last
Dang, here we
3
go.
were Steve McNair in
Yep.
2003, Rich Gannon,
I was gonna say
and Kurt
I was
Warner.
gonna say that too.
So
I was gonna say that.
Frank
I
has
know,
4,
June.
June
I
has
was gonna
3.
say that.
You weren't gonna say that, June.
Nikki,
You
let me
weren't gonna
tell you,
say
because I don't know. Let me see if we can still go until the guy gets on the court. I'll get an email when it says he's on.
All right, so do you want to do? We can either do
No.
AI game. We can either do AI game or Walt.
No. Just go ahead and close it out so we could stop recording. And if we got to get off, we get off. I want to tell Nikki something, but go ahead.
All right, I'll start. Great episode. I hope everyone has a great New Year's first day of the year. Make sure you drink your super greens, right? I know it looks gross and nasty, but it's so good. So make sure you drink your super greens, stay hydrated. I hope everyone has a blessed and safe year. I'm done. Make sure you subscribe and follow us on all our socials. Make sure you subscribe to Frank's Play Call, the Bree Network, and Offsides with Frank and June. Love every single one of you guys. Happy New Year.
Go ahead, Nikki.
All right, America. We're gonna try to start this new year right. This is the first one that I stayed on the entire time. I didn't have to go. I was doing something. But look, y'all, it's 2024. Don't be like the rest of everybody else and make New Year resolution. And before the month of January is over, that shit it goes south. So let's start small. And yeah, happy New Year. See y'all soon.
Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. 2024. Looking forward to all new adventures. Everybody doing well. Like Bree said, the Bree Network, Offsides, the Play Call, Frank's Unsolicited Advice, Taino Creations LLC, FF Financial Focus. Everything that we're doing, we're going to advertise, because if nobody advertised for us, then it's not going to happen. So let's go ahead and keep it going. June, you got it.
Hey, I just want to say we had a successful 2023 and we're kicking it off for 2024 with this dub on my end.
What happened?
What, Bree?
I'm in the finals for Taino Does Fantasy.
Bree,
Yes.
I was gonna say that. You just took my thunder away.
Well, you came in
Golly.
hella loud.
Well, I was
June.
going that was gonna be
Okay,
part
go,
of
June,
my
sorry.
thing. Hold on, let me start over. So yeah, like I could have my energy ran out. My energy ran out. I don't even know what to say anymore. I just want to say we're gonna have a great year on the Taino Does Fantasy. If Hamlin could get comeback player of the year in the NFL, why can't I get it on my league? So Bree is in the finals. She'll be going against Zach in the finals. So that reminds me, tomorrow I have to go to the trophy shop to get the first place, second place, and last place trophies.
Last place or third place?
No, like the worst. Like it's like it's
okay.
gonna be a funny thing. But I'm not getting it because I made the playoffs. So
No, you weren't. Everybody's
yeah, but mine was more spectacular. So
no,
I
you
just
weren't.
want to
You're
say,
12th place.
hey, it's good to see you guys on here. We're gonna have a successful 2024, and I pray for success and victory for us four. Let's go.
All right, y'all. Have a good one. Be safe. Peace.
Bye.